Good afternoon, Judy Allen here. We had a little technology glitch there for a moment, so I had to turn off a program and turn it back on so we could go live. But on Facebook is another program we use. But hello and good afternoon. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know we had a wonderful one here, and we had lots of family here, which is really good. The prior week we actually had someone in this household have surgery. And the good news is last week we were able to find out also before Thanksgiving that they didn't have any issues to worry about, no cancer, anything, nothing to do with lymph nodes. So it was a very happy Thanksgiving for us to be able to share the good news and to be able to celebrate all that. So that's always wonderful too. Just busy, 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 right? With grandkids and little kids around, getting a Christmas tree, just doing fun things, even planting sage and parsley. How about that? So there you go. Just fun. We just had fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. And today we're going to do, Zoe's not here. She's traveling back from the beach area in Florida today. So Nana is here solo. Judy Allen, also as I'm known as, here in San Antonio, Texas. So I do teach me Nana. And then also with Zoe and Nana Live. And then we also do adventurous stamping. So you're getting a stream today in both places because it's just a little exciting things going on. So if you didn't sign up for the newsletter, it doesn't matter if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you're still a customer, right? So we did send out a newsletter, and the reason is it's got some important things on it, and the most important thing is on the 12th of this month, we will be having a free bingo for all my customers and team members. And it's more than just bingo, right? It's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of different activities tied in also, and we do it all through Zoom. So if you hadn't checked out your email, check it out. If you're not on our newsletter, then you want to be sure to sign up for the newsletter. And we got different ways you can sign up out there right now also on our Facebook and YouTube both, right? So there you go. So let's go down the hands. We are actually making some stockings today. So this month's kit has 8 Christmas stockings in it. And actually, they have you decorate the Christmas stockings, right? So we're going to do that, and they have us doing all 8. So we'll see what we can do to handle that today. We're going to go for it because I don't know about you, but I can use all of those stockings because I have people that I teach classes with and all. And we have, like I said, the bingo coming up and all. And I always like to send out goodies and surprises to everybody as well, too. So let's go down the hands and let's do this. We usually do this the last Friday of the month, but because of things going on in our lives, we sat there and moved it back a week, like today. It didn't matter. Zoe wasn't going to be in town either one. She was traveling to Florida. So this is what we're doing today. We have 8 stockings that came in the kit. And they actually give you some extra tags and so forth and all. But we're actually going to decorate the tags and pin them on the stockings. And they got, like I said, they've got us doing all 8 today. So if you follow Zoe and I, we always make 1 of each. Well, they have us making 2 of each. All right, so I'm going to set these aside because I've sort of got these in order for us. If you have any questions, let me know. Yes, we'll still do the drawing today. We always, at the end of the month, which we normally would do, we would sit there and we do a drawing, right? So the way you get in the drawing is just by putting comments, emojis, or whatever. Anyway, we can sit there and put your name on the wheel of names to do a drawing, okay? So these stockings actually, when they're in the kit, they're actually like this. So there's other things. We're going to do some alternatives with them. But today, I need them, right? So we're going to do it. So without folding of the cuff over, this is what it's going to look like, all right? So we're just going to fold it back. So you can either take it, right? You can either take it all the way down to the edge there if you want to. I just left a little there at the top. And you're just going to sort of pull it out like that, right? Straighten it out however you want to straighten it. I don't know about you, but I've made regular Christmas stockings that we hang on the mantle of our fireplace. All right, so this is, leave it right there. So the best effort we have here is we're going to follow this here, is we're really decorating some tags to pin on here, which I think is a really cute, clever idea. Candy canes, gift cards, all kinds of things can fit in here. So they actually even have us stamping tags at the same time, right? Go figure. That's a first for me. A first for me. There's always a first for everything, right? So tell us what you had for your Thanksgiving. I know for us, we actually had turkey, which we traditionally have, but we had some guests that they traditionally do ham. spiral ham, which we usually don't do for until New Year's. So we actually do that. That was different. All right, so we're just following the instructions. So we're following the instructions in the picture. We're just going to stamp this here. And then they have us stamping it at the bottom down here. So that is a nice thing, right? So we can sit there and stamp everything at the same time. So get to today, get through, we'll have 8 of these, right? So Burtner, if you're out there, maybe you can get your 8 done. So one of them they have us doing Holly Jolly. Let's see, they have us doing more decorating. Let's see what step they put that in. Okay, so they do have us doing more decorating. So if you look at this step here, this is step 1. Step 2, as I'm looking at this now, is they're actually stamping the ornaments themselves. So you can see here we've got some swirly kind here and some swirly one here. And then they got some little dashes or something up there too. So that's what we're going to do on our ornaments. And I'm looking at it, so I'm hoping you can see everything live and fine. It looks like the program that I was working with before we went live froze up again on my end. It's not your end, it's my end. So I'm just believing that you're still going to see it and get it, but I really won't know until later when I go look at it. So I'm just going to stamp this just like here. And then they have us come down to the bottom. Let's see if I can find something, because I'm fixing to make a big mess. I can see this already because I see red right there. And I'm on glass here. So and then just have you, so it's really they have you stamping off, right? So you're going to need some white paper or something just like that there. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for the moment because one of them's going to go here. They have this one going on the pink one. And I still have to put words on here, right? So on this other one here, they have a stamp in this with these little bitty, looks like snowflakes. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. So that's the subtle difference they're doing on here, is they're just taking 2 different stamps and giving the same ornament a different look, right, just by stamping a different design on here. So there's your 2 designs. One's got little snowflakes, it looks like, the other one's got little squirrely stuff like that. All right, so then we're going to also stamp Holly Jolly and Joy. And I already did that. So I am going to change the words on some of them, okay? Because when we get along to this here, some of the stuff they have is not going to work for all my people that I'll be giving these to. So I wanted to keep it so that I could use all of these, right? So yes, so if you're out there, please be sure to give a comment. I can see what's on there, so I really don't know what you're seeing because from my view, the cameras are frozen. It's actually a program that actually looks like it's frozen. And then we're going to put Joy down here. So we got Holly Jolly here, and then we're going to have Filled with Joy. Now, because I was busy looking at that, I went to pay attention. That's okay, just flip them around, right? So I got my Filled with Joy above, little sparkly looking stuff there versus below. It's okay, right? We just don't sweat the small stuff. Keep your white piece of paper there. So we've got those stamped. So we're just going to take these little gold tops. This is gold foil. So if you can't tell, this is gold foil. And we're actually going to put it on top of here with a glue dot, which is in the kit. And I'm looking. I might have just buried everything. I don't know about you. When I have technology that isn't acting right, I get a little frustrated, right? So I'm trying to overcome that and not be quite as frustrated. However, I do have my techie here, but she's outside getting lights up in the yard, Christmas lights. So yeah, her and her boyfriend are here to get Christmas lights, help out. Okay, so just put this right here, okay? And then from here, they just have us putting this on the tag. That's not the right one, this one goes on this tag. They just have us putting this on the tag with 4 dimensionals. And they actually even have it, if you can see right here, they actually have it going right over the hole there. So I like that because you really don't have to really guess about it, right? It's like you're trying to make a decision of where are you going to put it. So we don't have to make the decision. They've already showed us how to do it. So we're just going to put 4 of these. These are mini dimensionals. So if you're wondering, they're mini dimensionals. They come with a kit. So everything you need is in the kit. Right? So that's why I said they have us making all 8 of these, which is nice because we can stamp some of the stuff at different times. And I actually doubled up my stamps on each block, so I had less blocks. So I do have extra blocks. I use them. Okay, so this is the only thing is, okay, so when I did this here, my Filled with Joy isn't going to be seen down there. But we're just going to deal with it. Let's see here. We'll just move it. See if we can move it just a little bit. It might cover the top a little bit. So I'm just going to ease this up, right? Things don't always come out perfectly like we want to. Opportunity for creativity, right? But the world isn't going to end, right? The sun is still up just because it did. Okay, so see there. So it just all I did was covered up the stamping I did up there, but you can still now see Filled with Joy. And I put somebody's name on it. All they have us doing now is just, we're just taking it, we're taking these little paper clips, or not, it's not a paper clip, but it's definitely a clip, right? It's actually got more of a pin like on it. And we're going to take it, and we're just going to put this on the corner. Seems like a while back we might have done something with some little things like this. But I haven't done a stocking. This is my first stocking. But I do make stockings. Oh, okay, so there we go to Joy. And we can actually do it to and from on back of here. And you're going to see that in a minute where we do that. All right, I'm going to set this one aside. And we'll do the next one. All right, so this one's going to be done the very same way. We've already got it stamped. Like I said, when you get through this kit, you have 8. So I actually have more than one kit. Each month I get at least a couple, right? Because we do door prizes, and we give one away, give some or one away, or however many we give away. We give away 3 door prizes, right? So if we have enough of the current kit, we'll give current kit whatever we have extra, and then we give we do other kits as well too, so that everybody gets usually a kit. I was trying to think. Occasionally somebody will say I don't have the time to make it, and that's fine. Then I just send them some cards that are already made. So if that is you, and you're a door prize winner, then just let me know, and I'll send you some cards that are already made versus you making them. All right? So it's all about giving something away, right? We always like to give door prizes away at least once a month, just for you supporting us and following us and making those comments and everything else and all. All right, so this one actually has a little bit more stars on here, so I'm going to go ahead and add the stars because I can, because I actually have the space for it. It's just making sure after I did the other one, it had no space, right? But it doesn't matter, right? You can do it any way you want to do it. So I'm just going to do it right here where it looks like they've done it. So, you know, we like to always try to, at least the first time around, we try to follow whatever they have done in the tutorials. And then from there, that's why we on Fridays, we go and do the alternatives. We just do what we want to then. But I do like the fact that this really lines up the hole here. So there's no guessing about where to place it, right? If you want it to dangle, like you could, I guess, let it dangle. Just don't use the adhesives, the dimensionals. But the dimensionals just keep it in place, right? So go ahead and do this. All right, so here we go. All right, so that is our stocking number 2. All right, let's go down to the next design. Like I said, you're going to see they have us making all 8 of these. I'm just going to scoot that aside, leave our paper here because we're going to need it. Okay. The ornaments on this one are just a little bit different, right? They still are going to have us stamping some designs. You can see they've got us where we put a design up here, and we did these down here. So we're going to do the same thing. We still have our stuff already on our blocks. And we're just going to do that. So the stamps are, right, longer than the actual ornaments. So you're going to have white paper or something underneath that you'll be able, it goes and stamps off, right? So I'm just going to put down here. And we're going to do the same thing with this one here. In fact, I could just, I don't know if there's enough ink, but let's do it right here. Right, so you move it around and see, that's a stamp off. So actually, if I went a little bit different look, I use the stamp off color, the ink. It just gives you a little bit different look. They actually have the straight lines on this one. There is a straight line on right here. Let's get that. Since they've got practically every stamp. They have us using practically every stamp. Except for this one with ornaments. And the perfect snowflake. Let's see where I'm going to put this one. All right, because I don't need to ink up the whole thing. I can ink up just the bottom. All right, so just do whatever's easiest for you. For me, because I'm doing all these different designs, it's easier for me since I have extra blocks. I use these for us doing the cards for kids in the hospital classes. So it's just easy for me to grab those. Because you see I put my name on them. This is my stamp off one. Can someone do stamp off here too? Right? So it has the same look. It just gives it like a little pinkish tone. That's all it does. Alright, so we're going to put this on with a glue dot. Yeah, so share with us what you had for Thanksgiving. I hope you can see more than I can see because my screen is frozen. Hello, Verdner. I don't know if you're working in your stockings or not, but man, they have us doing all 8 in the kit. All 8 in one sweep. It makes it a little bit nicer and easier the way they set it up. These are cute. And I know you always give things to people. So this is just one of those things that can easily stuff them. Alright, I'm going to set that one down. And we'll put this one up here too. Like I said, these are just go fold. It's already die cut out for us, right? So we just have to do is get that off there. I just pulled some go fold off. I might fix that later. If I can. Alright? Ah. Yeah, that'll look like one of my ornaments I've had for years. Yeah, so we at least got our grandkids. Is it still frozen? Okay. Ugh. Okay. It's frozen on my end too, and the thing is, there's just nothing I can do about it, right? When you're live, it's actually the program that's frozen is the one that's feeding it, and it was actually working because I had to turn it off and turn it back on, and it was working, and it froze up again. So while my techie's here, the only way I can do is like abort it, right? It's about the only thing I can do if I did, and I'd have to start all over again. So anyway, I'm just going to forge on and pretend like it did not freeze on me. And I'll let, since my techie is here, I will see what she suggests that we do about this whole thing. I don't have to make that tough decision today. I'm just forging on, right? Oh, but that, yes, we still have people at this time of year have birthdays, right? I have an aunt that's going to be 97 years old this month. And my father-in-law has a birthday, and both of them are like right Christmas. I'm going to say that one of them is Christmas Day, the other one is like right by Christmas. And then my daughter-in-law and her daughter have birthdays this month. You know, this other one I'm going to put sending lots of cheer. So yes, definitely don't forget to send out birthday cards for our people that have birthdays right here in the holidays. I mean, my husband had one right there at Thanksgiving. My grandson had one around Thanksgiving. So, you know, we still have to remember that. Send cards and do birthdays, right? So, yeah. Oh, wow. 103. Wow. That is great. What a celebration. Alright, so as you can see, when I stamped these, I didn't do the colors they did. That's okay. Right? I hope my daughter comes in from her decorating outside in a little bit so she can see how this thing's frozen up. Because that is not good, right? I'm not worried about that because it's going to be covered up by an ornament. Alright, so I did need to stamp this other side down here too. So yeah, you're just seeing my hands right there. So yes, I'm busy stamping these tags and forging on. I might end up just stopping and regrouping and maybe doing it a little bit later. Just trying to think how long we've been at. Let me go ahead and get these on. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish these. And when I get through with these, I will have 4 stockings completed. So I think after that, I will sit there and maybe sign off and see about us getting back on so she can find out. You know, one thing I found, I have gotten birthday cards out after people's birthday, and part of it was that I didn't know it was their birthday, right? Until I saw it on Facebook. I thought, wow. And I sent it to them. And I have to tell you, they were so excited and thankful that I sent them a birthday card, even though it was after their birthday, right? So you can never be too late. I know we always think we're going to be too late and not to send one. People still get excited when they receive a birthday card or even a handmade card or anything, right? That they receive in the mail. Because just a lot of people don't seem to do it as much anymore, right? So someone the other day told me, well, it's cost of postage. Well, cost of everything really goes up, right? Oh, of course, do a kit. You know, one thing would be is you might want to take a look at the kits, the actual literally kits that Stampin' Up! Has, just like this paper pumpkin, and use them for your class. It would just make it so much easier on you. Just food for thought. If not, the other thing is I'm sitting here looking at this. This is a way to do a class as well, and I'm reaching is like the Memories and More card packs, like the Reindeer Days or any of them. They're just quick and easy way to be able to make some cards with folks in a class, and you don't have to do nearly as much prep work, right? That's right. Just because it's late didn't mean we didn't think of them. Sometimes just life events gets us caught up and we're just not able to meet the deadline, right? Yeah. So that was sort of us, right? I was just trying to... I have to say, though, with somebody having surgery in the hospital and everything and all, I just brought a bunch of my stuff with me. And I was working on getting kits together and birthday cards and prepping for Christmas cards send out. So I did use at least that time to do that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm sure they thought even though I wasn't the person dealing with surgery, it did look like I'd come to camp out and stay a while, which I was prepared. I don't like to just sit and wait and have nothing to do. So I brought something to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is the fourth stocking, and since this is frozen, I am most probably going to sit up there and, I don't know, Bertner, what do you think? I can get off of here. I don't think I'm just going to have to come and find out what's causing it to freeze up. I don't think I'll get back on right away. I do have I can tell you right now, I have four stockings made with tags on them. They look really cute. You're not getting to see them since the camera froze. But it's sort of interesting. So it's not, you can tell it's the camera equipment that I'm using, not Facebook, because Bertners and I are able to communicate back and forth. So that means the camera that I'm using is frozen. Let's see if we can if it'll go over to my face here. Oop. Okay, let's see if I can do a face cam. Ooh, I got the face cam there. Let's see if we can get it here. You know, I did not stamp the stockings, but you know, you could, right? You really could. Yeah, so it's not even switching. Oh, there we go. So it's actually, I have two cameras, right? So I have one camera that's for the face, and I have one camera for the hands. So it's the camera for the hands that's freezing up. So let me show you the stockings that I made. So here's the stocking here. So we just stamped the tags. Could you stamp this? Yes, you could stamp this, right? You can stamp this material. It'll take it. What I would do is I told my granddaughter when we were creating stuff last week, I would take, if you have a scrap of muslin, because this is basically all this is muslin, right? So if you have a scrap of muslin, I would take it and just test it to see how it does. The truth is even if you go on here and you didn't like it, this is water-soluble ink. So you should be able to wash it out. The only thing I would get concerned about is because it's red, right? Even though it's not real red, it's Poppy Parade, but right, it's red. So sometimes red doesn't wash out. But it should, right? I really think it should because of the fact that it's water-based ink. Let's see if I can get back over here. So yeah, so I would try. If that's what you want to do, I would do it, right? For me personally, I haven't done these. Yes, you should be able to say, if you saw somebody else do it, then there's your sign, right? Because they did it. That's what I would say, there's your sign. So yeah, if they did it, you should be able to do it. So yeah, I would stamp it. I would stamp it any way you want to stamp it. I think it'd be really cute if you stamp some of those cute little penguins on here, or even the reindeer on here, but definitely the penguins and star. Let's see what else we have. We also have some candy cane that you can stamp on there. The only thing else that's in here that you can stamp, if you can see this, is this like little ornaments, right? You can stamp little ornaments. But I think it'd be cute if you would put some of the little penguins on here. If you were going to color the penguins, I would just stick something in here so you can see that you can stick your fingers down in here. I would sit up here and take some, trying to see if I have anything heavy duty enough. You know what, you could just even take cardstock for as that matters, and I would just cut it to whatever size you can stick down in there, and that way it's in between the two layers of fabric, and that way it didn't go through both fabrics if you didn't want it to, or it didn't bleed through. But you could easily stamp that. Maybe that's a good idea, Bertner, and I tell you what we'll do. When I do our alternatives come on Friday, we'll work on stamping directly on these stockings and see what you think of it. All right? So I hope you enjoyed that. So here's one stocking here. Let me show you all the stockings. You do this one. And here's this one here. So what they've done is you got two different colors, right? And they have you changing the little designs that we were stamping here on the actual ornaments themselves, and also a little bit different what you did on the background here, right? Let me show you what the other two is that we did. So, Burton, I don't know if you've signed up yet, but we're doing the bingo again, holiday bingo. Email went out yesterday. You still have to sign up, even though it's free to team members and customers. You still have to sign up so we can get bingo cards to you and we can send in gifts to you. So as long as you sign up before the 7th of December, you'll get your package in the mail, right? And your bingo cards. If you do it after the 7th, then we're just going to email the bingo cards to you, all right? And the packages will have to come after the 12th. So here's the next ornaments here. And again, you see they use blue and pink tags. And the other thing, again, we just changed the sentiment, and they just changed the design on the ornament here with the stamp and what was stamped, and the same thing here. So that's just how you're using the same ornaments they have die cut for you and make them look a little bit different because we just stamped something else with it, right? So again, so there you go. So we'll get those 4 out of the way, and I'll just have to do the other 4 later, and maybe we'll get this unfrozen so we can sit there and do this, all right? So I'll show you what it did earlier too in case you missed it, because I'm not sure where it really froze up. But this is the newsletter that went out. So if you missed it, either you're not on the email address or you might want to go check your spam mail, right? But this actually has everything we got going on, and it has the information. There's both stuff here. We have the bingo, it gives you information there, and allows, there's a separate email that went out for this that you can sign up for as well too. All right, as well as we had a holiday treat offer as well there too. So a lot of information that went out. So if you're not on the newsletter, and you want to be, and you want to get information, update what's coming, everything up and everything and all, just look for the link. We've got it in under the comments and everything, right where we've put all the information there, and you should be able to sign up there also. All right. Plus, we're doing the 12 days of Christmas. So we did today, started today, and tomorrow is day 2. So you get a PDF tutorial with that. So I hope you enjoy it. It's always fun to create, and it's always fun to share with you as well too. Anything to make our lives easier, right? So with that, thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting us. Hi, Lourdes. So Lourdes, if you want to join in the bingo, be sure to sign up for it. All right, lady? So I hope you enjoy this, and thank you so much for supporting us here, as well as on Adventurous Stamping, and supporting us on YouTube and Instagram. So with that, be blessed. Have an amazing week, and we will sit up there and do door prize drawings. We do know that we can't see my hands. We have the other camera is frozen, but that's all right. We'll get the others made and show those to you. And this coming Friday, we'll take Bertner's suggestion, and we're going to stamp on those stockings. All right? Be blessed. Have an amazing week, and look forward to seeing you on Friday. Bye.